Don't matter how, what, when, who tries it, we out here vibing, we vibing.
So right here, she's pretty much in her normal speaking voice. We vibing, we vibing. She's like in her normal voice, but you'll hear when she switches here. Yo! Ready? Yo, what's good, Tristan? So today we got Ariana Grande on the Jimmy Fallon show with No Tears Left to Cry. This is such a cool video. I love when Jimmy Fallon does stuff like this because it really helps show off their voices. We can use this as an opportunity to talk about Ariana Grande's technique a little bit. She's got a really special technique. This video actually helped me clarify how it is that she's doing what she's doing. But all that being said, everybody, be sure that you check out my website, youcansinganything.com. I am a vocal coach. I teach singing lessons online every single day through Skype. Also down in that description are links to my Patreon, as well as to my vlog channel and to my cover channel. Be sure you check all three of those out because on my Patreon, I've got a reward where I will review your singing in a video very similar to this one. All that being said, here we go. Ariana Grande on Jimmy Kimmel. But before we get started on that, I just want to show you guys a quick little video here. Jimmy Kimmel put out a video showing her singing sort of like more impromptu on like a cell phone. The cell phone does kind of have like some audio mixed from the actual performance with it because it's not cell phone quality. TV shows do this. There's a little bit of production on the voice, which doesn't mean that she's not singing or she's not good, but it's just something to be wary of if you're trying to learn how to sing. Let's take a listen to that because it's interesting to hear her voice sort of in a more raw setting, so we get an impression of what it is that she's doing as she sings. That's all we're gonna play from that. So I wanna just throw out there right now that with Ariana Grande, she loves to use her head voice, right? She loves to go into this part of her voice and sort of darken it. It's never gonna work for a guy. Unfortunately, I can never get the same sound as her. Just in case anyone's trying to go for the Ariana tone, she does that a lot. And you'll hear it over and over throughout this performance. Here we go. Can you kind of tell how the tiny little bits of full production done on this video kind of disguise that she's going into her head voice a little bit? It sounds like her voice is a little bit more like full or like twangy throughout its entire range than it maybe is, because of like the microphone that's being used, or maybe the EQ, which is just like changing the sound of it. There's little tiny things that go into what makes a singer sound like a singer as opposed to a singer. Do you see what I'm saying? No tea, no shade, by the way. It's just reality.
I'm picking it up, loving, I'm living, so we turn it up. Yeah, we turning it up. Ain't got no, don't matter how, what, when, who tries it, we out here vibing, we vibing.
So right here, she's pretty much in her normal speaking voice. We vibing, we vibing. She's like in her normal voice, but you'll hear when she switches here. So into her head voice. Into a dark one.
Even when it's raining down.
Right on out. Even though it's raining out. On that oh, she switches. Into her mix, let's say. She likes to do it on like O vowels. She does it so good. It sounds like so consistent through her entire voice. The editing on this is amazing. There's a lot of mix in that, or a lot of head voice in that little phrase there. I love this song so much. So Ariana Grande definitely tends to be more of like a head voice belty sort of a singer as opposed to maybe someone like Hayley Williams. Let me give you an example just to compare and just to contrast and show the differences between different singers. Hayley Williams, for example, is more of like a shouty singer, let's say.
You felt the weight of the world fall off your shoulder.
Can you kind of hear how there's no like, oh, it's like, and all the one and me. She's not going into any of that. It's just like,
and so
there's like almost shouty.
Let 'em wonder how we got this far.
It's just cool going back and forth between two singers like that and kind of like getting an idea of what it is that Ariana is doing different. So if you want to learn how to sing No Tears Left to Cry by Ariana Grande, a big trick that you're gonna have to learn is how to go into your head voice and get sort of this sound at first. For women, it's gonna sound a lot more normal, and then darken it, of course. So you go like, oh, oh. You get like a slightly darker sound, and you try and match that to the sound of your chest voice. So like, oh, I switched there somewhere, but it doesn't sound obvious. That's a little bit of a trick with Ariana Grande, is she switches to her head voice kind of early, so that by the time she gets to her high notes, she's not in her normal voice anymore. She's really going into her head voice, but making it sound so powerful that it sounds like she's belting from her chest voice. You see what I'm saying? It sounds like she's really giving it everything she's got, but she's really just, oh yeah. She's just really in that part of her voice. That's huge with Ariana Grande if you're trying to get that same sound. All that being said, all y'all out there, be sure you check out my website, youcanSingAnything.com. I am a vocal coach. Also down in that description, links to my Patreon, vlog channel, and cover channel. Peace out, Tristans. Did I say what's good, Tristans, at the beginning of that one?
I think so.
Okay.